Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Henches with Beyond the Chart, and this is another technical analysis of a stock chart. This is Baidu, B-I-D-U, the Google of China. All right, we are now looking at a weekly chart here, and this actually looks like a beautiful Elliott Wave pattern in here in terms of the weekly. I mean, you got this first wave here, you've got this zigzag second wave here. You've got this flat correction, complex, shallower correction in here, which is typically wave 4 is the opposite of wave 2. If wave 2 is zigzag and deep, wave 4 is more complex and shallow. And so now it looks like we are into wave 5. So now the real question is, where does wave 5 end? Okay, the first thing to look at here is wave 3 was extended. Okay, so when I look at that and I realize that wave 3 is extended, then I'm trying to estimate where could wave 5 end. And so what I do is I measure the entire from 0 to the end of wave 3 here, go to the bottom of wave 4, and the typical benchmarks originally are 38% and 61.8%. It's already exceeded that, so the next threshold here is 100%, and we are almost right at that. Now, one thing I want to point out, this is last Friday's, a little dated here. This is last week's weekly data, okay? This chart doesn't update for the most, it just does full week worth of data. So this is July 25th data. We'll go to the daily chart and we'll have that through yesterday. Today is August 1st, Friday, August 1st, and it is almost midday here in the Dallas area. All right, let's go ahead and so that's what we've got. This would be my target. It says, okay, I'm right up in here at about 134, 130, 234, 236. Now let's go to the daily chart, and we're going to zoom in on this last 5 waves. And I think within this last fifth primary wave, we have 1, 2, 3. And notice how, again, the third wave is usually the strongest wave. It's where the big gaps usually occur. It kind of gives you a clue that you're in that wave. Then we had this simple pullback here, kind of a zigzag pullback. We had more of a flat, expanded flat here at 4th. Now we've got this 5th. Now what I'm doing in here on the 5th, notice the channel that's kind of projecting. This would kind of lead you to believe that maybe the 5th wave could stretch all the way up into here. Let me pull it down a little bit more, all the way up around the 168 up in here. But what we're looking at is, remember I talked about just previously, I thought around 235, 236, something like that. What's the high here? 226 on the 28th, which was, I'm looking at the wrong chart, 28, which was Monday, right? Yeah, Monday. Okay. So now when we look at what I'm projecting, I've taken, again, what looks like the waves here in the 5th intermediate wave. Let me zoom in here. And I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in the 5th wave. So now what we're trying to do, and I project this third wave extended, okay? So now what you do is a similar type thing of what I just did on the weekly chart. You go from 0 to 3, pull back to 4, and project out, and it's already exceeded the 61.8. So now here we are at 100%, and lo and behold, that on Monday, that was just about the high. So when you zoom in and get into the smaller wave count, it kind of projects that the end of this whole 5-wave primary move is more like 230. Okay, so this would be my first guess. The fallback is that it continues to extend and you go up here to the top of the channel up around 260, 265. But I'm going to lean towards this for the moment. And actually today, let's see, where did it close yesterday? 216. And today it is currently trading at 211, hit a low of 210. So it's down in here in terms of the low, back down in here. So we'll see whether or not this can this be a top. Well, just again, you got to monitor the waves. Continue to monitor the waves within this 5th wave. I'm very confident that we are in the 5th primary wave, which means we're looking for a top. And there's a very high probability that this is the top of that 5th wave. All right, that's my best call at the moment. That's my best read on Baidu. We'll stay tuned and keep watching it. If you felt that this chart was in this video was helpful, please tweet it, share it on social media. And if you're not a subscriber, just click on that little red box there and subscribe and download the free ETF I've got for you. And you'll be able to get access to the Trade Ideas webpage and get notifications of updates of new posts. So this has been Joe for Beyond the Chart. Hey, we'll see you on the next video.